Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Very, very nice to have you here.
Appreciate it.
You know, physically I don't know how to swim, but I feel like mentally and spiritually I can go into the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
And when I knew you were coming here, I was like, wow, you know, I get to interview Kendrick Lamar, but I feel like I'm just gonna have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Cause man, To Pimp a Butterfly, man. First week sales, what, 325,000 copies. You broke the Spotify record. I mean, how do you feel about, I mean, what was your response to that?
Man, I just feel good that my fans, you know, they enjoy the music. And the numbers gonna do what they gonna do, but it's just the response overall. You know, this is my second time around on the mainstream level, and to still put out the music that I love and for them to still go out and support it, that's the best feeling for me.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about the title, To Pimp a Butterfly, because to me, to pimp a caterpillar might have made more sense, because a caterpillar doesn't know its potential.
Yeah, that was the first name.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but then I did a little research, and I looked at the book To Kill a Mockingbird, and it was talking about how the whole meaning behind that was destroying someone's innocence. Was that your intent with the title?
No, it wasn't.
Well, wow. Okay. Tell me what your intent for the title was.
A lot of people say it plays off To Kill a Mockingbird, which is dope. I definitely appreciate that, you know, just from the speculation of people talking about it. But it's several meanings for me. One of the meanings, well, you know what, I take that back. It is in that context of what you said, but it's from an industry standpoint of not losing yourself or not letting the industry pimp you. That's one meaning. But for me, overall, is to take something, you know, your celebrity, and to make it for better, you know, rather than for worse. And me deciding on that, I can use my celebrity and say, you know what, I'm not finna go back and talk to these kids at these youth center. I'm finna take my money and move up to this hill, you know. So how I pimp the actual overall celebrity of what I'm doing is the case, and me deciding on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And you know, you talk about using your celebrity, and you do something that a lot of artists can't do. And it seems like you have tons of creative freedom. Because These Walls track is like my favorite one. And I'm a huge Bilal fan. But it seems like most record labels might say, well, call Miguel or call Trey Songz. I mean, how did that work out for you to be so, in terms of your creative freedom?
It starts out with my team first, TDE, us being an independent company and us putting out music before we even got with a major label. You know, we were selling music on iTunes, selling music on the streets. So what that did was gave us the creative, you know, mood to do what we want by the time we signed to a major, because there's nothing, you know, you could really say about us selling records, because we was doing that. It wasn't on a major scale, but we was doing it already with the music that we love. We just needed an extra push.
Right.
So me, you know, being with TDE and them believing in me, then we going to Interscope and them believing in the music that we doing. Everybody's a unit, everybody's a one accord, so we never had to go through that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of loyal fans, and what they call, they often use the term cult following for you. And you know, you've been on the cover of GQ magazine, Rolling Stone, looking good on Rolling Stone, and even Forbes is talking about you. And a quote that really stood out about you in the article, it says, with artists like Kendrick Lamar advancing the national dialogue about race, politics, sexuality, and belief, corporations are put in a position to evaluate the importance of investing in empowerment. How you feel about that?
I feel good about that. I feel good about that, because that's a, believe it or not, that's a concept that me and my homies talk about in the neighborhood. You know, the actual people, you know, that the world call dangerous or menace to society, they actually have some sense. You know, they just don't have the outlet or the actual push to continue to do what they're doing inside the community. So I guess the first step is putting it through the airways, and it's circulating on radio stations everywhere, my message and my music, not only for myself but the neighborhood. So them actually acknowledging that through publications is the next step. Yeah.
And that's really awesome. You know, when we first played it was really refreshing for me because you know, being on hip hop radio, you know, and I know there's a time for everything. It's a time to turn up. It's a time to be ratchet. You know, but you know, just being about self-love and empowerment, and you talking about a lot of your life experiences. I think a lot of people assume that you're deliberately doing that, but is it from a deliberate space, or is it, you know what, these are my experiences and I'm just making the music?
Yeah, it's from both. It's from both. It's me being confident in myself to you know, put my experiences out there and hopefully somebody can learn from them. I've been through a few things coming up as a kid, and I'm not scared to talk about it, you know, and I still have time to grow, you know, as a person, and still go through these trials to, you know, have this type of wisdom to put it on record. So it's me being in that creative space to say, you know what, I like this, I like that, but what am I balancing it out with the game? You know, what can I bring to the table? And that's my personal life and my experiences and stuff I learned from around the world, hoping that somebody can listen to it and understand it.
You're a very intriguing person. And when I think about you and your style and what kind of guy you are, I'd be like, what kind of groupies does Kendrick Lamar have? Because I'm like, I could see you dating a sister that braids hair in the hood, but then I could see you dating a natural hair chick that's a vegan and teaches yoga. I mean, do you have a type?
No, actually, I just like down to earth. You just be down to earth and be cool. It don't matter. Light skin, dark skin, we finna get that colorism out the game this year, and that's why I put out that record, Complexions.
Yes.
Just be a good person and have some integrity and be you. You know what I'm saying? And have love for people and love for God and not just of things. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. I like cool people.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And you've had some really great mentors and people who have been in the game before you. Of course, West Coast representing Dr. Dre gave you some advice about gaining success and maintaining it. Right. What did you take from that?
Gaining success and maintaining it. Yeah, that's tough. What we put on record actually was a real conversation. Everybody can have anything if you work for it, but you know, for the most part, how it get taken away is you lose that hunger and you lose that drive to keep it. That's the hardest thing for any artist, because you think it's gonna always be there. You know, that's why you have, not even artists, just people in life, you know, they get to a bad place where, you know, either they go broke or, you know, money management is wrong. It's because you always think it's gonna be there, you know, whether it's $20, $100 to $1 million. So he always told me to stay on it, stay hungry and stay grinding for it, because you don't know when your last meal will come.
Right.
Yep. And this is Dre, $1 billion man, you know what I mean, talking like this.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of things change and people change when you become successful.
All the time.
Yeah. There's a quote that says, success is not about what you have, but how you feel. Do you agree?
I do agree. Because what's your confirmation of success? You know, for somebody it can be a Bentley, you know, or for another person it could be them being able to support their family or support somebody else in need, not, you know, of themselves, you know, and that make you feel good. I know it makes me feel good to know I can go back, you know, and holler at these kids and them look at me as somebody that supports them. You know, that's success for me.
Right. Well, I mean, wow. I'm just really, I feel honored to be speaking with you today, and just so proud and happy for you and your success. To Pimp a Butterfly in stores right now, 325,000 copies in the first week, 9.6 million streams in a single day. Everybody checking for you. Saturday night, I mean, you're just like all over the place. And the Rolling Stone cover, I have a question. Was that chick really like twisting your hair, or did they Photoshop her in there?
No, she's twisted.
Oh, was she? Okay, all right. Well, that's what's up. Well, we appreciate you stopping by the station, and much continued success to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you again.
All right.